You're watching Cape Media News. I'm Gabrielle Rosson.
And I'm Emily Tullock.
Today is Friday, April 10th, and we want to welcome our viewers to today's show. We've got some great updates for you. As many of you know, Cape Media News is a hyper-local news program that brings you news that matters to you. So we've been hard at work these last few weeks providing you coverage of COVID-19, taking special care to give you updated statistics about the disease in our area, legislative updates, and highlighting helpful resources and content that showcases the amazing work people in our community are doing right now. Emily, you and Tamora have done some amazing segments recently on mental health and recovery. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about the segments you're working on now before you get into Friday's COVID-19 briefing?
Sure, absolutely. So this week I sort of focused my efforts on the new segment that I'm producing called On the Frontlines. For those who don't know what it is, I'm just interviewing people that are still working on Cape Cod in the front lines or, you know, in the grocery stores. They're still going to work while many of us can work remotely from home, and sort of, you know, see what their experiences have been, what precautions they have to take, if they have to quarantine from any family members when they get home. So that'll be airing tomorrow. One episode will be, and so that's kind of what I've been doing, is just getting people from all different fields. Nursing, there's people who are going in and painting shelters for people. So I don't want to give away too much yet, but that's pretty much where I have been putting all my effort in this week.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear those stories, and I'm sure our viewers cannot wait to see On the Front Lines. So where are we at in terms of COVID-19 numbers in our area, Emily?
Yeah, so I'm on the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. So that's where I'm getting all these numbers from today. And everybody can go and look at these same numbers by visiting mass.gov. They update their numbers every day at 4 p.m. So as of right now, as of April 9th, yesterday, because they haven't updated yet, there are 18,941 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Massachusetts. For Barnstable County, there's 444 cases. There are 70 new deaths in the entirety of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as well. There are 2,151 new cases in the Commonwealth, and 7,447 new tests were conducted, again, for a total of 94,958, like total in the Commonwealth. So those are the numbers. Unfortunately, they're not getting any lower. They're only going up. But again, if you're curious as to what the numbers are, just visit mass.gov, and they're really great at posting those numbers for you guys.
Awesome. And I know this morning we were both on the call with Sean O'Brien, who's the director of the Barnstable Department of Health and Environment, and he was mentioning that it's especially important that people continue to follow the self-quarantining and social distancing guidelines. And there was a little bit of discussion about whether or not we've seen our peak yet, or that that hot period. So I found that really interesting. But he did mention that testing time seems to be the time between when you get your test and when you get the results is a little bit shorter, which is nice.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, that really brings us to kind of, I guess, our next topic here, which is we try to bring our viewers updates on local services. Services are so important during this time when so many people are out of work and so many people are stuck at home. So mass.gov has launched a really great online tool that you can use to check your symptoms to see if they might be COVID-19. It's a free site for Massachusetts residents, and it's called Buoy. We did share about this earlier this week on our Facebook page. I had a chance to go test it out last night, and I tried it a few different ways, putting in different symptoms to see kind of how it responded, and it was pretty neat. So basically you log in, the website is www.buoy.com/mass. And basically you log in and you tell Buoy about your symptoms and risk factors. And then it asks you a series of questions to help you determine if you should be tested for COVID-19. And then it tells you the most appropriate healthcare responses. And depending on how you answer, it even asked me at one point if I wanted to check in again in 3 days. So it's pretty neat. But the site is very clear that it's not to be used in place of professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. So again, it gives you an opportunity to identify your symptoms from the privacy and safety of your own home. And it also has an online health assistant that will guide you in terms of what your next steps should be. So again, for our viewers, if you want to check that out, it's buoy.com/mass, and that's spelled BUOY.com/mass. Also, an interesting thing that I've been utilizing, just a nice little tool, is text alerts from Massachusetts regarding COVID. And so if you are interested in getting text alerts, and these alerts vary from, mostly they're legislative updates. So I get notified several times a day about, when Governor Baker is going to be talking, all sorts of stuff, anything related to COVID. So if you want text alerts, you can text COVID MA to 888-777.
I use that, and I really do appreciate. They also will text you when Governor Baker's about to do his updates, and it's like, oh, good, because I totally forgot that was happening. So I find that that's a really great tool to have. It just buzzes you and says, hey, tune in at 2:30 for his update.
Absolutely. I mean, and they change their times all the time. You would miss them if you didn't have these alerts. So
yeah, everybody
should get these alerts.
Yes.
Also, food security is a really important issue right now in Cape Cod. Hundreds and thousands of people are out of work because of COVID-19. And so access to nutritious food has never been as important as it is now. Earlier in the week, I believe yesterday actually, this segment went on, I reported about a new alliance called the Cape Cod Family Table Collaborative. And their mission is to provide hot, healthy meals to people in need, free of judgment. And they're working with the American Culinary Federation of Cape Cod Culinary Incubator, Cape Cod Council of Churches, Faith Family Kitchen, Jenny's Joy, and a ton of other local businesses and volunteers. So if you or someone is in need of a good, hot, nutritious meal, the Cape Cod Family Table Collaborative is serving meals tonight, which is Good Friday, April 10th, from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. And again, every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they serve food from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Faith Family Kitchen at 154 Bierce's Way in Hyannis. So if you want to learn more, you can follow Faith Family Kitchen on Facebook, or you can go to Cape Cod Council of Churches.org to learn more. And I just want to add that when I spoke to Jenny Wheeler, who's the program director and executive chef of Faith Family Kitchen, she told me that she and all of her volunteers are following the highest of safety protocols so they can continue to serve these meals safely. Also, the meals are served to go. And from what I understand, they're very hearty portions meant to get a person through several days. So I highly suggest everyone check it out. Mm-hmm. And also, you actually went down there, didn't you? Didn't you go to the kitchen early on?
Yeah, probably right before we had our stay-at-home advisory, I stopped by the Faith Family Kitchen to grab a quick video, which did really well. People responded really well to seeing what Jenny was up to. And she is always working her butt off, making sure people have food, and it's really great what she does.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I mean, from what she was telling me yesterday, so many people are involved in making this happen. And the amount of food that's being donated to them, that they are distributing, is almost 10 times what they've done in the past. So there's no reason to be hungry right now. I really hope that anyone watching this will share and spread the word. So next week, everyone, we've got a bunch of great segments coming up. I did an interview with Birdsea Cape Wildlife Center to learn about how COVID-19 is impacting the care and treatment of injured and sick Cape wildlife. And I'm also checking in with the Monomoy School District Superintendent Scott Carpenter to give you a local education update. And I'm hoping to speak with each of the districts to see where they're at in terms of providing education opportunities to our students for the rest of the year. And also be sure to check out Emily's series on the Frontlines. It's airing tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Facebook and Comcast 99. And yeah, anything else you want to add, Emily?
No, just hope you guys are staying healthy out there, especially if you're out working. You know, not a lot of people get the privilege of working from home like we do, so we're very thankful for that. So just stay healthy out there, and I hope everybody continues to show kindness the way that we're really seeing in our community right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of Cape Cod right now. Proud to be
Mhm.
a resident and really loving what I'm seeing. And again, thank you so much, Emily. I'm so excited to see your upcoming series. I can't think of anything more important right now than highlighting these people who are literally on the front lines. So again,
Thank
to our
you.
viewers, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Cape Media News. We will be back next Friday with a brand new episode. And that's it, I guess, for Cape Media News.
Mhm.
I'm Gabrielle Rosson.
And I'm Emily Tullock. Goodbye.